I won the running championship. But facing the camera, I cried sadly because I only wanted the pair of sneakers for third place. That way, my sister wouldn't have to swap shoes with me every day to go to school. Not long ago, I went to repair my sister's shoes. But when buying vegetables, the shoes were taken away as garbage. To find them, I knocked over the vegetable stall. The shopkeeper was very angry and chased me away. When I got home, I told my sister the shoes were lost. Looking at my crying sister, I felt deeply guilty, but I didn't dare let our father know. Because our family is too poor, my sister asked me what to do. I had to let her wear my shoes to school. As compensation, I gave her a new pencil. So we silently agreed to start a quiet relay. As soon as my sister finishes school, she rushes home eagerly to swap shoes with me, then I run to school. But when I arrived, the school was completely quiet. I almost got caught by the principal. That day after school, the teacher kept the students for an exam. My sister was writing the exam and worrying about running out of time, so she finished quickly, raised her hand to hand in the paper and left. She ran home as fast as she could, but on the way, her shoes fell into the ditch. My sister was very anxious. She tried to fish the shoes out, but all attempts failed. She could only watch as the water carried the shoes away until they got stuck in the ditch. Then my sister cried sadly. Her cries attracted the shopkeeper. With his help and the sanitation workers, the shoes were finally retrieved. My sister came home dejectedly. Unaware of what happened, I scolded her for getting the shoes wet, making me unable to go to school. That day, my sister saw her shoes on another girl's feet. She called me to get the shoes back, but we saw that the girl's father was blind. We looked at each other and decided not to ask for the shoes. But in my heart, I always wanted to buy my sister a pair of shoes, until I saw the notice for the long-distance race. The third prize was exactly a pair of sneakers. I excitedly told my sister the good news, promising I would win her that pair of shoes. The race day came soon. The whistle blew, and everyone rushed out. I followed closely behind, images of my sister running flashing in my mind. The track was very long. I gritted my teeth and persisted. I passed one competitor after another. Gradually, I took the lead. I looked back and deliberately slowed down, but the competitor behind me pushed me on purpose. I didn't care about the pain, got up and kept chasing. The race entered the sprint stage. I could no longer tell my ranking. In the end, we crossed the finish line. Almost at the same time, I won the championship. But amid the thunderous applause, I only felt endless regret. I had broken my promise. But what I didn't know was that our father had already bought 2 new pairs of shoes.
I'm participating in a dangerous hunting game. Every hour that passes, I earn 500,000 US dollars. But the catch is that I have to evade 5 hunters, and I can't leave the city during this time. Nor can I ask the police for help. If I can last 24 hours, I'll get 30 million US dollars. After dodging the Superman's fatal attack, I rushed into a church to hide in panic. I curled up in the confessional and prayed. Suddenly the partition was pulled open. The priest asked me what had happened. I didn't answer him. Suddenly a dark figure flashed outside the curtain. This time I decided to take the initiative. I kept swinging my fists. It wasn't until the priest came to stop me that I realized I'd hit the wrong person. And the real hunter was the priest. He had anticipated that I would come, so he had sealed all exits in advance. It was too late to escape. I had to fight for my life. The priest started attacking. I was beaten back repeatedly. The priest swung his hammer again, but accidentally smashed open the door lock. I pushed the door to run, but was knocked down by another hammer blow. At the critical moment, the priest's hand got stuck. I seized the opportunity, quickly got up to counterattack, and locked him in the church. But my leg was also injured by the hammer. I bandaged the wound and started fleeing again. On the other side, the suit man had also received my location. I came to a street, stole a tracksuit and hat, and put them all on. Just then, the game ended, and a large crowd of fans poured out of the stadium. I mixed into the crowd. When the suit man arrived, the scene before him made him extremely surprised. There were so many people here. How could he find me? Just as I was about to escape, the shopkeeper grabbed me and demanded I return the clothes. The noisy commotion attracted the suit man's attention. I had to keep running, because my leg was injured. I hid in the trunk of a car. That's why the suit man didn't find me. I escaped again, but just as I breathed a sigh of relief, I suddenly remembered the game rules. If I leave this city, the game will never end. I banged on the car compartment hard. The driver noticed something was wrong and stopped the car by the roadside. That's when I climbed out of it. Along the train tracks, I ran to a gas station, then stole a car and headed straight home to see my wife. I didn't know that the hunter had already arrived there. You might be wondering why the hunter didn't shoot. In fact, that would violate the game rules. I tried to drive away, but the hunter threw steel nails and punctured the tires. Then he got into the car. I stepped on the gas hard to accelerate and crashed into a stone pier by the roadside. After getting out of the car, I realized that the hunter was the priest. I angrily picked up a stone and knocked him unconscious on the spot.